Hi, it's Dominic from Paphos Life. I'm in amongst the cicadas outside the Catacombs of Paphos. I figured that was a good place to go and film on a very hot August day. Across the road. So these are the Catacombs that lie beneath Fabrica Hill. You can't help wondering how many more are there to be still to be discovered there. We're going to go into the entrance here. Now, years ago, 2017 it was, I can't believe it was that long ago, inside here was full of pink threads. It was like a huge great spider's nest. It was an art exhibition, part of the celebrations of Paphos 2017 European City of Culture. And it was pretty cool, to say. Oh, there's some things blocking an entrance there. That's new. Remember the way through. It's not down there. I think the way through is on my right, but I'm gonna have a little peek up there first. Yeah. And why they felt the need to block that whole area, perhaps they're excavating it. But we're going to go through here. I have my torch at the ready, but the low light of this camera is such that it's not needed at the moment, and indeed it would look fairly feeble if I switched it on. Yeah, I tried getting the temperature on one of the many signs that they have, but all it said was 0, believe it or not. And I know it's not that. Oh, the light looks pretty good in here actually for the camera. Imagine in the dim and distant past, people sheltering from the heat here. Now, I can crawl through that gap just there, but I think I'll go out this way. Oh, mind my head. Just to show you where we are. There's the walkway, and that goes up to the top of Fabrica Hill. And we'll go back down here, because we're not done exploring the darker areas just yet. Oh, well actually yes we are. This is pretty much it through there. But I will return, I think, to where those stairs were and go up that way, because I have a feeling that takes me up to where there were some murals, not the best murals you'll get. I mean, you have to go to the Archaeological park to see them, but there are some murals. That's a low ceiling at that point. See, why is that there like that? That big lump of rock in the middle. Is it a plug for a chimney? The amazing thing is these are all dug out by hand. It's taken a long time. Well, there's a little bit more here to explore actually. Good news, doesn't smell of wee. Always good to know. There's a Sainsbury's bag there. It's not very authentic. And there's a mysterious hole up here. Could that have been a chimney at some point? Right, let's go up top side now and start to melt, because I can feel it already, to be honest. Ooh. Right, as expected, I've come out near those mosaics. I'll just have a pan back so you can see where I was. So we'll go and have a quick look at them. If you want to see decent mosaics, go to the Archaeological Park. I think it's only €4.50, and it's well worth it. But for what they are, these ones are free. There is an information sign somewhere as well. Now what you really need is a nice rain shower to come along and give them a wash. But you're going to have to wait a few months for that. Now here's a sign. Pebble mosaic floor. This is the largest excavated pebble floor in Cyprus. The scenes are reproduced with black pebbles on a white background and are divided into 3 panels that are framed by bands in brick red colour. The central panel depicts 2 dolphins holding tridents in their mouths. The west panel depicts a possibly male figure and is walking towards the northern side. You can't really see him. His right hand is raised, while in his left hand he holds a tall conical object, probably a utility vessel. The entire scene is framed by a band with repetitive coil patterns. There you go. So now you know. Not sure what the dolphins are supposed to represent, but I'm sure they represent something. Right, we'll walk up to the top of the outdoor theatre now. Can't help thinking what's beneath all this that I'm walking on. They're still excavating Fabrica Hill, not right at this very moment, but it's an active archaeological site, and every year or so boffins arrive and with their little brushes and spades and take a bit more of it away. I'm sure there's more to it than that, but that's what it looks like from a layman's point of view. They took a viewing platform away as well last time, which is a bit of a shame. But I guess there must have been something interesting underneath it. So yes, this is the day after the beer festival has finished. So there's probably a few people with sore heads about. I'll go to where the viewing platform was, and then I'll walk along the walkway back to the bottom where I started. That seemed like a nice loop. It's a lizard guy. I normally see him, you can't see him actually because of the way the camera's pointing. It's the guy who's normally down at the harbour with his dog owner up here now. He's heading back down to the harbour. So yes, this is where the walkway. This is where the viewing platform used to be, and again, you can even see the restored amphitheatre over there by the light house. I should stop calling it an amphitheatre really. It's only an amphitheatre if it goes 360 degrees. Now in front of us, you can't really see it from here, but in front of us there is an open air theatre, but it's also below us. So you'll have to wait for our next drone footage to be able to see that properly. Either that or approach it from the Paphos area. Now I'm going to head towards the walkway. Yes, Fabrica Hill is a very nice place for a wander, and it never gets really crowded. I've never seen a tour group up here, I don't think. I think it's off their radar. So it's a bit more peaceful. I mean, there's nothing wrong with tour groups, but it's nice to be able to get lost in your own thoughts. The view of the lighthouse through there. Now there was a fire here a year or two ago, and it did actually serve a useful purpose in that it exposed more old walls than had been previously known about, well, known about to me anyway. It was useful to me. I don't think there was an official article posted by an historian saying, my word, this is useful. But I did find it. So. Now at the top of the walkway, and one quick, I didn't need his torch at all, so I got my torch. Didn't need that at all. So I'm disappointed really. I'm going to save that. I think there's a few chapels that are pitch black inside. That'll be good for that. They have very nice murals, but if you rely on ordinary torches, you can't really see them. Now, the handle on this walkway is a little bit warm, but nothing is going to burn you. That was one of the complaints, one of the many complaints that the moaners had about this. Because Paphos, like everywhere else, will always have a few people who hang on just to moan. I don't know why, but that's their lot in life, which is not a sad way to be, really. Anyway, so on our right, you'll see more clearly in a little while, is where one of the more recent excavations has been going on. But most of you here watching this are probably waiting for nice views of the Roundabout and the King's Avenue Mole. It's fair play to you. Big jumbo sign. I'm not going in today. I think I'll at least wait for their Halloween exhibits when I get permission to do a proper film again. I found there were lots of places they don't mind you filming as long as you get permission first, because it gives them time to make sure the place looks good, so that if head office is watching, they don't get into trouble. That's my conclusion, and I can't really complain about that. Right, I'll have a quick pan round here, just so you can see back to the Catacombs area. There. Now, there was talk recently about this area here being developed possibly into living quarters for students to the American University of Beirut, which is just up there. Possibly not. I mean, I heard the same sort of rumours about the Roman ex-hotel over there. The one that used to be paid by the hour for rooms. And there's King's Avenue Mole Roundabout. I was trying to work out if they were some sort of duck in front of those rocks down there, but they're just lights, I think, that look like ducks. How canny. And there's the mole. Give you a raised the view a little bit so you can get... Lovely. I do like most of the roundabouts they have in Paphos. I make a bit of an effort with them. Anyway, we're going to get a closer view of the mysterious Roman hotel in a minute. We'll also get nice vistas of the lighthouse coming into view. For years, when we were here as tourists, we used to drive past Fabrica Hill and wonder what the heck it was. But we never really explored it because we didn't know where to park, and there was no information about it. And the last thing you want to do as a tourist is just go to a field and spend half a day looking at a field without realising that it is just that and there's nothing else there. And it's only when we moved here, that we started exploring it properly. So don't make that mistake if you're here as a tourist. Go and have a walk around it yourself. It's very nice. And with the walkway you get a nice raised view of the room and the hotel. Apparently inside there's some proper ruins. None of this fake painted stuff. And through there beyond that you can see the archaeological park. I definitely want to revisit that when it's cooler. So now we're nearing the bottom, back to where I started from. If you like our films, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel and share them far and wide. It doesn't cost anything at all to subscribe, and it does help us out, I can assure you, so please do so. And that way you can just see the great kiosk they got at Lighthouse Beach. And if you want to help us out financially, go to our Buy Me a Coffee page at buymeacoffee.com/Paphos Life. All coffees are very gratefully received, I can assure you. And if you want to get something back in return, go to our Zazzle store at zazzle.co.uk/store/Paphos Life/collections. And there you can see all sorts of memorabilia, perfect for the person in your life who loves Paphos. Featuring pictures that we've taken and put on things like mugs and tea cozies, what have you. We don't do tea cozies, you've got to stop saying that. But you know what I mean, that sort of thing. Have a look and see for yourself what's available. T-shirts, that's a good one. And yeah, those pictures normally go on our Facebook page first, which is Paphos Life. If you follow that, along with 87,000 people who already do so, you'll get updated every time we post something new, be it on Facebook, YouTube, or our main Paphos Life website, which also has a business directory, by the way. You might want to look on there for everything from hotels, restaurants, to shop for selling you furniture. You name it, it's on there. Best beaches, all sorts. So have a look at our main website. Other than that, it's about there. Let's leave you with a nice view of the lighthouse. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next film. It wasn't that hot really, I mean it was hot, but it wasn't unbearably so, so I feel like it was a job well done. Thanks for watching, cheers.